Hi, I'm Vandita, founder of TIA, the Image Academy, which is located at Hiranandani, Powai. Today I have two people from a very young generation of India. We have Alisha here and we have Karthik. They both have gone through my training for personality development and image management. And today, as part of the program, they were asked to prepare on two topics, which is education system in India or the lack of it, and the other one was success depends on human relationships. So largely today Alisha is going to be talking about the points of the education system in India or the lack of it, and we will have Karthik later speaking about success depends on human relationships. Thank you, and I'll let you speak now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Alisha and today I am here at TIA, the Image Academy. Today I am going to speak on the topic education system in India. Now when I say about the education system in India, it is very important for me to mention about the history of it. Going back to the history, I'd like to say that Takshashila was one of the oldest higher learning institutes in India. Other than Takshashila, we had Nalanda, which was the oldest university in the world in India. So coming to the point that India has always been an education hub in the world, and it has made its mark everywhere. Coming to my further points, Western education was ingrained in the Indian education system during the British times, and we had various forms of education. It started with the Gurukul system, where the Brahmins used to teach and they used to demand for a Guru Dakshina from the students. That was a form of donation and not the fees. Other than the Gurukul system, our education system was divided for various classes. We had education for the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, the Shudras. For the Kshatriyas, they were given education in warfare, the Brahmin were given education in religious studies, and the Shudras were denied education. So this is how education has formed and developed over the years in India. Coming to my next point, Indian education has been divided into various parts, that is the primary, pre-primary, secondary, undergraduate and then the postgraduate studies, which is normally a 10 plus 3 plus 2. My next point is our education system is the third largest in the world after China and USA. In future, India will be one of the largest educational hubs of the world. We have established IITs, IIMs, various law schools that are doing very well, and from there various doctors, engineers and lawyers are passing out, which are making a mark in the world, not just India. The recent examples being Satya Nadella, Rajiv Suri, etc. And I would also like to mention that today how the trend of the education system has been that today it is all about reverse brain drain, where universities from the foreign are coming and setting up their centers in India. Like Stanford is coming up with a center in Bangalore. We have Oxford and Cambridge coming to India, which is a huge achievement for India in the field of education. Now coming to the cons of the education system in India, everything comes with its good and with its bad. Now I'd like to highlight upon the flaws in the Indian education system. We've always abided by the fact of rote learning, where it's all about cramming and reproducing the same in your exams. But people who cram are not always successful in their lives ahead, because cramming does not let out your creativity, your original thinking, the research and innovation, and due to this, Indian students lack in the world. My next point is that our education system has always served the clerks and the various working classes. The British made the education system to produce clerks, and we have not changed from that. We need to reevaluate it and tweak our education system according to the present needs. Coming to my next point is that barring IITs and IIMs, our quality of education really suffers in India. The teaching staff has to be up to date. teaching always, even in today's time, it is supposed to be a job where it is low pressure, good salary, and thus it is due to this, good teachers have not been coming into our field. We need to really open up so that we have good teachers who can train the next generation who will be the future leaders. Other than the teachers, I think technology, infrastructure can play a big part in our education system. So I'd like to end and sum up that education system in India has a few flaws, but it has been doing quite well, and it has produced a good number of engineers, doctors who are doing very good in the world. So kudos to the education system in India. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Alicia.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I think Alicia was really good.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think you had done your homework quite well.
Thank you, ma'am.
However, I have mentioned to Alicia that she needs to go a little slower.
Yes.
I also did mention about the notes which are in the hand. Actually, it is much more better if you do not have anything in your hand and you use your hand actually to explain things.
Yes, ma'am.
However, it's all right, you're still going through your training. So largely as we go along in the training, I will be taking both of them through different areas that they need to improve. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Overall, Alicia, I think you were really good. I'd like to sign off along with Alicia. My name is Vandita. I'm the founder of TIA, the Image Academy, which is located at Hiranandani Bhavai. And Karthik, it is your turn now. Thank you.